So we're starting to near the mid to late game. It's been 161 turns, and I don't remember when the turn timer on quick ends. I think it's like 3:20, 3:30. I'm pretty sure I have time victory disabled, but even if it's not, it doesn't really matter because someone's going to win with it by 2050. Or again, I don't remember what turn, but it's it slowly gets like how many space victories have I done? Done one, two. Actually, yeah, I've only done two. I've pushed for a third. The other one I was doing diplomacy, and my first game I didn't even get to that point. So, yeah, one game I was doing military as well. So, and I think this is the fastest one I've done so far. And oh yeah, that was Egypt. I played until I saw what ideology they got, and they got order, which means that I'll be experiencing unhappiness since they're the tourism leader. But a good thing is no one's really going culture, so I mean he's only at 26, which isn't a lot for this point, or at least if I had 26 it would be a lot, but for like an AI it's not really a lot. And if I was like pushing for a culture victory, I would want to be like at that point or above by now. And none of the civs are really cultured. Byzantium goes for culture, at least within my experience, and that's basically it out of this set of civs. So, Opera House, it's finished. Might want to get a garden. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Since I'm actually starting to work some specialist slots in these cities now. When's the next expand? 5, and then it's a C tile, so you get an art train post. So, farm there. Train post. And, let's see. Plastics in 6 turns, that'll be research labs. And I'm on a good pace right now. No deal. But he does have oil, so that means he has biology. So biology on the tech tree is right here. So he couldn't have added modern era through refrigeration, so it's probably radio. Maybe one of the other techs, not sure, but let's see. Upcoming session, arts funding or world religion Buddhism. I assume that was proposed by Polynesia. That's going to pass no matter what. There's too much support for it. Forge. Yeah, sure, I have one source of iron, but might be useful. Oh yeah, now we have the good terrace farm. Let's see, choose production, city, opera house that can get an armory. Actually, the city can get walls, and then castle. See, this city can get walls as well, especially since it's my only coastal city, and I will not be able to maintain a large enough fleet. I can probably just position ranged units along the coast. That should be fine, but I could get like a small fleet, but it won't be able to be. I won't be able to outproduce some of the more naval civs like Polynesia is 1, 2, 3, 4, and he probably has a lot more coastal cities. And then civs with coastal capitals like Byzantium and Spain, and not Russia. Egypt is oh no, it's a lake, so Egypt isn't even close. Let's see, finished garden. It's going to be a forge. There's one source of iron that can be buffed. Castle. Let's see, choose production. Again, castle. Steel. Can take chemistry. Let's see, not bad. Oh, Egypt does have archaeology. So yeah, but then again, that's before biology. I was having a moment of confusion. Let's see, what tiles can this city improve? There's still a tile here that can be improved. And then I will usually save training post for last because that's a bit of golden science, but I'd rather have like food and production tiles improved. It might not be, it hinders my science a bit, but so does not going for rationalism. But I will be able to get my next policy soon. which will be half health or half food from specialist slots, most likely. I don't see any other policy I would go for, because that's freedom is really I can't steal from Spain. Let's see, so move from Madrid to what else do I have? Babylon, Moscow. I'll move it to Pakal and see. At least get vision. He might have some low or high tier techs on the list. Not even high tier, but like on the technology tree that I don't have. See, capital doesn't really need walls. I don't see it being attacked, or at least it won't be the first target of an attack. However, I'm doing really well in production. I think I'm 2. Yeah, but Polynesia is just storming the demographics. Let's see, the only thing he's not 1 in is literacy and approval, which those two kind of make sense. The more cities you have, the higher the cost of, the higher the cost of technologies. It's about 10% per city, so I think he had 10, 11. His technologies cost about 50% more expensive than mine, but unfortunately for him, we're probably getting about the same amount of science, I reckon. I don't really think he's higher than me at this point in time. He might not even have, I'm not even sure he has public schools. Well, I mean, I assume so since he's an industrial, but he could have gone through a different route. Let's see. Arsenal next. Let's see, Arsenal. Just kind of if there's an attack, I can always just like buy an army and start training, but I can't buy all the defense buildings, because you only really need an armory. I'm not sure I talked about this, but an armory gives 2 promotions per unit, while a military academy gives 2 and half for the next. So military academies aren't as important as armories. It's better. Let's see, 4 turns. I'll just leave this worker here. But it's better if you're being attacked and there's an army on your border, or like they're moving in on your city and you already have an armory. It might not be worth it to get the military academy at that time. Of course, if you combine it with like the Brandenburg Gate, or I think it was total war policy and autocracy. Oh, Polynesia's went order. So everyone's probably going to go order now, to be honest. And I'm not sure there are any happiness policies in the tier 1. But I could create more happiness by working as many specialist slots as possible. We'll see how far I go under. 7. Because I remember Polynesia tends to go for culture, but not as hard as, let's see, I'm getting 17. I can actually see my culture. No, that's the wrong screen. It's under social policies, but I can see. Actually, maybe not. I remember there was somewhere where you could see where, oh yeah, here. I'm getting 2 from Egypt, so only 1 from Polynesia. That's not that bad. Let's see. None of these. I want civil society. No one has, yeah, that's really the only viable one at this point in time. And then next I can get capitalism. But now I actually might consider working stuff like factory slots. Because they also give me science, but I want to keep production in my cities. And I'm already getting a ton of gold, so it's not really worth it. And then once yeah, but still I'll be a bit unhappy. But once I get out of unhappiness, I mean the cities aren't really growing now, but that's kind of a good thing. You don't really want them to grow. At the very least when they're unhappy. We do not want to sell that. Always accidentally click that. Let's see. So that's 3 unhappiness. I think that's good. Let's see. Now we have that. We can actually go for one of the wonders once I get a great guy. Let's see. Does this say you already have National Epic? Yeah, it does. Hermitage. Only 1 Taiwanaku. That's my second city. We'll get there eventually. This city can start building walls now. Let's see. The city can get Opera House, and then we can get Hermitage in my capital. Arsenal in this city. Let's see. That's actually, it's probably gonna finish by then. So I'll actually have this guy start working on trading posts. Let's see. I don't think we can finish that, but we can get a little boost in production. Insignificant compared to my city output, but it's always a bit. But that's mainly for when you're rushing wonders. You want to chop like early game. Yeah, Ramsey just got the wonder I was looking at. So now I know which tech he entered through radio. That's generally like the standard tech you enter modern era through, or at least if you're kind of turtling like I am and not under attack. If you're under attack, you would probably enter through flight, replaceable parts, or railroad even. Refrigeration maybe if it's like archipelago. But radio you usually go for when you're not under attack. Let's see. I can actually start getting some trading posts now. Let's see. Terrace farm. I think we deemed that it doesn't buff nearby terrace farms. It's only about the hills and mountains. Research lab in 7 turns. I'll actually get the castle, or I can get 2 turns of the research lab, get Hermitage, and then finish it. See, that's going to be atomic theory next. Pushing for atomic era. World religion or arts funding. I'm going to nay vote arts funding actually. Because religion's going to pass either way. Unless Polynesia votes arts funding. But it would be wise for them to vote their own religion. Especially considering tons of the RAIs love arts funding. I fully expect arts funding to pass. But it might be worth a try. Let's see. I actually might want to check diplomacy. Any available luxuries? I didn't check this. Or I haven't checked it for a while. I remember Ivory got banned, but I wasn't receiving any happiness from that. So, let's see. Oh, arts funding failed. So my vote actually mattered. 1 nay from Polynesia. Coming in clutch. That 1 vote. So my vote actually mattered in this. I'm quite surprised and delighted. Because normally, arts funding is loved by the AI. That's generally a standard thing they vote in. But that's not exactly what I want. And then once we finish the Opera House, we can start working on Hermitage. Because I think I have bonus happiness from National Wonders. So, and then if I get barracks, I can also get the Heroic Epic, which will be another 1 happiness. So I'll actually get that first and then finish the research lab. Because I'm already doing well for science. I'm on 543 without the 10% happiness bonus from rationalism. So if I was happy, I'd probably have about 600, I would guess. Yeah, Hermitage in 4 turns. Let's see, choose production, research lab. These cities can get those first. It's not a priority. Let's see. Now we have a train post here. This tile needs a train post. And then all the tiles along this river, which I'm working towards. And it expanded to this grassland. And this hill. Did my capital expand here? Yeah, I think so. Let's see. This city's still expanding out to the ocean. So once that worker finishes the train post, I'll have it work. Or maybe I can even get this one too. Yeah, I probably will. Because, I think I talked about this, but it's usually only worth cutting a jungle hill in replacement of a mine, or in my case, it would be in replacement of for a terrace farm. Standard jungle you generally want to keep for train posts, or if you're Brazil, you can get Brazil wood camps. And both of those are, like jungle tiles, they can get up to 2 food, 3 gold, and 3 science, which are really good. Like, say like my capital or Tiwanaku, even Ollantaytambo would be, like, generally, universities, they generally make universities worth it, especially for those cities, because sometimes the university might not be worth it if the city isn't making any sort of decent amount of science. I'm gonna get a train post here though. I don't really want to give him sight over this. But then again, it's a hill, so only a direct fire would be able to shoot over it. But I've also cut this jungle because of the aluminum, and that's partially why I got, like, I think this city is castable. I think the other ones have arsenals. I'll be able to see, actually. See, this one is the ironworks too. It's short production. See, this one has walls, and it apparently doesn't have a castle, but I can build that pretty quickly. Let's see. Great scientist. Where? Omachu. Oh, we don't want to move this worker. We want to continue constructing the post. Now we have 4 great scientists, which will pop once we get our last research lab. Let's see. Oh, this one just finished. That means that I think we can do something like this. Oh, we'll be able to get it next turn. I was 1 turn off, but that's fine. See, now this city can get a terrace farm on that tile, and then that'll be the last expansion for that city, or last tile expand. Let's see. So we're about neck and neck in tech at this point in time. I'm getting a bit less since I'm unhappy, but we're pretty much at about the same point. Let's see. This also might be the earliest atomic era, because I'm not that far off. I think I have the next tech and then atomic theory. I don't need to double check that. Oh yeah, I'm starting to fall on someone rose in manufactured goods. I'm still 2 for crop yield and GMP. And I'm last in soldiers again. But I have defensive buildings. Yeah, I think it's electronics and then, yeah, atomic theory. So I might be able to enter it by 1800, which is insane to think about. See, thieves. That's going to be a terrace farm. How many more turns? 4. That's not a lot. Let's see, farm. Terrace farm. Continue constructing the train post. Then 1 more turn till Hermitage finishes. Let's see. People, I don't understand why they think I value iron. I have 8, and they'll probably all be used for frigates, but now I have battleships. So, oh, Catherine has completed the Brandenburg Gate. That's a nice wonder. I actually might just give it for free. Let's see, Broadway. So yeah, Ramses has the 2 tourism wonders from radio. But they're still not top on, no, they are top, but not by a lot. Polynesia's climbed. But other than that, 79 happiness. That's insane. That's immortal benefits for you. I'm struck. Someone stole chemistry, so they're pretty far behind. Now Hermitage is finished. That's going to be 1 more happiness. And then I want to see which city doesn't have. Alright, so Taiwanaku and Korihua, China do not have barracks. So once I finish the research labs, I'll probably get them. And then let's see. My last research lab will be done in 5 turns, so 5 turns after that, or 8 turns after that, I'll pop my 4 great scientists. And then I'll also be able to work all the specialist slots for the research labs, so it's pretty nice. Terrace farm, that'll be 1 food only, but 1 food's still better than none. These cities are already getting a bit of production, so next tile will be this one. I'll leave that for this worker. This worker can go work on some other train posts near my cap. But yeah, I'm actually going to end it there. Tomorrow's video should be early again, but or earlier. And then I have just pretty much just one per day from now on. So yep, tomorrow it is then.